Fluent English every day.
By Everyday Fluent English Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday Fluent English. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Ben, and today we are going to talk about something that I genuinely needed to hear about 5 years ago.
Same. Honestly, same.
We're talking about small goals, why they work, why big goals, despite how exciting they feel, often just don't.
And I want to say right away, this is not a productivity lecture. We're not here to tell you to wake up at 5 in the morning and drink green juice.
Please, no one needs that pressure.
We're just going to have a real conversation about something that actually affects a lot of people. Listeners learning English, people trying to build new habits, anyone who has ever set a goal and then quietly given up on it.
Which is basically all of us at some point.
Exactly. So let's just start there. Ben, what's the most ambitious goal you've ever set for yourself that completely fell apart?
Oh, wow. Where do I begin?
Take your time.
Okay, so a few years ago, I decided I was going to completely transform my life. In 1 month. I made this huge plan. I was going to exercise every day, read for an hour each night, learn Spanish, cook all my meals at home, go to bed by 10.
Oh no.
And the plan lasted 4 days.
4 whole days. That's actually impressive for that kind of plan.
I know. I should have framed it as a victory, but at the time I just felt like a failure. Like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just stick to things?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people feel that. This really heavy sense of disappointment. Like you let yourself down.
Exactly. And the worst part is, I didn't stop making huge plans. I just kept doing the same thing. New notebook, new list, same collapse.
How many notebooks have you started?
Do we have enough time for that conversation?
Probably not.
But honestly, I think that's such a common pattern. People don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because the goal was just too big for real life.
That's such an important point. Big goals look amazing on paper, but real life has bad days, unexpected things, exhaustion.
Right. Real life doesn't care about your plan.
It doesn't. And I think a lot of people, especially when they're learning something new, like English, they start with this massive vision. I'm going to be fluent in 3 months. I'll study 2 hours every single day.
And then one day they miss a session, and suddenly the whole thing feels ruined.
Yes, and that's the problem with big goals. They're so fragile. One bad day and everything feels broken.
Whereas a small goal
survives a bad day. That's kind of the whole thing.
So let me ask you something. When did you personally start thinking differently about goals? Like, was there a moment?
Yeah, there was actually. I was trying to build a reading habit, and I kept saying, I'll read 30 minutes every night. And I never did it. Because by the end of the day, I was just done.
Exhausted.
Completely. So, one day I just said, fine. I'll read 1 page. Just 1 page before I sleep.
1 page.
1 page. And I thought, this is ridiculous, this is nothing. But I did it. And the next night I did it again. And then one night I read 5 pages because I actually wanted to keep going.
Because there was no pressure.
Exactly. The pressure was gone. And honestly, that 1-page habit changed everything for me. I started actually finishing books.
That's such a good example. Because you weren't trying to build a reading habit anymore. You were just reading.
Right. The habit snuck up on me.
I love that. And I think that's what people underestimate about small goals. They're not weak. They're actually really smart because they work with your brain instead of against it.
Totally. There's this thing that happens when you complete something, even something small. Your brain kind of rewards you. You feel capable.
Self-trust. That's the word I'd use.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you start to trust yourself again.
Because think about it, if you keep making promises to yourself and breaking them, eventually you just stop believing yourself. Like, I say I'm going to do things and I never do.
That's such a painful cycle to be in.
It really is. But small goals, manageable goals, they let you keep the promises. And that slowly builds self-trust back up.
Can I share something a bit personal for a second?
Of course.
There was a period in my life, I think I was about 26, where I just felt stuck. Like I wasn't moving forward in anything. And the more I tried to push myself with these big, ambitious goals, the worse I felt.
Because nothing was sticking.
Nothing. And one day, someone I really respected said to me, "What's one thing you could do today? Just one thing."
Simple question.
So simple. And I said, "I could go for a 10-minute walk." And she said, "Then do that. Just that." And I did. And I came home and I felt, I don't know, a little better. Not fixed, but better.
Because you did what you said you were going to do.
Exactly. And the next day, I did it again. And slowly, over weeks, things started to shift. Not dramatically, just incrementally.
Incrementally. That's such a key word. Little by little.
Step by step. And it's not glamorous. No one's posting about their 10-minute walk on social media.
Day 42 of my walk. Saw a pigeon.
But those little things compound over time.
Compound. Right. Like small actions repeated consistently become something much bigger than they look on any single day.
You know, I think the hardest part for a lot of people is the recovery. Like, what do you do when you miss a day?
Oh man, this was huge for me because I used to be so all or nothing about it.
Tell me.
So I was trying to build a morning routine. Just wake up 30 minutes earlier, have a quiet cup of coffee, maybe journal a little. Very relaxed goal.
That sounds lovely.
It was, for a while. And then I had this really stressful week at work, and I missed 3 mornings in a row. And I just thought, well, that's it. Routine is dead. I failed.
Instead of just starting again the next day.
Instead of literally just starting the next day, which is all I needed to do. Missing a day, or even 3 days, doesn't erase everything. But at the time, it felt like it did.
I think a lot of people feel that. Like there's some imaginary scoreboard, and if you miss once, you're disqualified.
Right, but that's not how habits work. And it's not how progress works either. Momentum is something you can rebuild.
You just have to start again. And here's the thing. Starting again after you've slipped is actually part of the skill. It's not a failure. It's part of the process.
That took me a long time to understand.
Same.
Okay, so let's talk about language learning specifically for a second, because I know a lot of our listeners are using English every day and working to improve.
Right. And I think the same principles apply. Trying to study English for 2 hours every day, that's a big goal. Sustainable? Probably not for most people with real lives.
But what about, I will learn 5 new words today, or I'll listen to 1 podcast episode this week?
That's achievable. That's manageable. And manageable goals actually get done.
And here's what I find interesting. When people start small and actually follow through, they usually do more than the minimum anyway, because they're not dreading it.
Yes, you remove the dread and suddenly, oh, actually, this is kind of enjoyable.
The goal becomes the floor, not the ceiling.
Oh, I love that. The goal is your minimum, not your maximum. Okay, we want to spend a few minutes on some really useful words from today's conversation. These are words that come up a lot when people talk about goals and habits in English.
And we're going to do it the way we always do, just talking through them. So the first word is manageable.
Manageable. It means something you can handle, something that's the right size, not too big, not too easy.
Like, I needed a manageable goal, so I started with just 5 minutes of exercise.
Perfect. Manageable.
Next, sustainable. Something you can keep doing over a long time without burning out.
Yeah, like a sustainable habit fits into your real life, not your ideal life.
That's a really good one. Sustainable.
Then we have self-trust. This one's really important for today's topic.
Self-trust is believing in yourself, specifically trusting that you'll do what you say you're going to do.
And you build self-trust by keeping small promises to yourself. That's the whole game, really.
Every time I finished my 5-minute habit, my self-trust got a little stronger.
Exactly. Next, momentum. Ben, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Momentum is energy that builds as you keep going. Like, the more you do, the easier it becomes to keep doing.
Like a snowball rolling downhill.
Yes! Once I built some momentum with small habits, it became much easier to add more.
Great. Then, compound. This one's interesting.
Compound means things add up or grow on top of each other over time. Small actions, repeated consistently, compound into big results.
Learning 10 words a week compounds into hundreds of words over a year.
Exactly. And the last one, incremental.
Incremental means happening in very small steps, little by little.
My English improved incrementally, slowly but surely.
I like that one, incrementally. Okay, before we wrap up, I want to ask our listeners something directly. And if you're somewhere where you can speak out loud, we'd love for you to actually say your answer, because practicing speaking is so important.
Totally. So here are our questions for you today.
First, what is one small goal you want to keep this week? Just one, not 5. 1.
Second, what habit are you trying to build right now? Maybe it's studying English, exercising, sleeping better. What is it for you?
And third, what small win are you proud of recently? It doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe you showed up. Maybe you tried again after missing a day. That counts.
Say your answers out loud. Seriously, even if you're alone, even if it feels strange. That's real English practice.
Okay, let's finish with something I really mean.
Go ahead.
You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need the right notebook, the right app, the right Monday morning.
You just need one small action. Today. That's enough.
Small goals are not weak goals. Small goals are honest goals. They're built for real life, for the tired days, the busy days, the days when everything goes sideways.
Big goals can collapse when life gets hard. Small goals survive.
And survival is underrated. Showing up even quietly, even imperfectly, that builds something real over time.
Every tiny step is still a step forward, and steps add up.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We genuinely love having these conversations with you.
If today's episode helped you think about something differently, or if you just enjoyed it, share it with someone. You never know who needs to hear it.
Until next time, keep going, keep it small, keep it real.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.